Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me once again for another beer review, Hoggie's beer review. And today we have Wacko. Yeah. This is a brew called Wacko. This is the summer seasonal from the Magic Hat Brewing Company. Magic Hat made themselves famous with Magic Hat number 9 and apricot pale ale. Very popular, very fruity. Not my thing. I've had it before. It's drinkable, but me and fruit beers don't get along. But this beer, this is their summer seasonal. This was introduced last year, if I'm not mistaken, and this is, as it says right here, a beer with beet juice color. Beet juice. Beets and beer. Magic Hat has this thing for fruits, I don't know. But this is the Magic Hat Brewing Company in South Burlington, Vermont. This beer is 4.5% alcohol by volume. It is their summer seasonal that just came out. And yeah, it's made with beet juice, basically. My buddy Howard, manager over at Hurricane Wings, our craft beer haven here in Vero, he gave me this bottle. And you know me, I had to try it. Punching up Beer Advocate. This beer gets a C overall out of 229 reviews from the Magic Hat Brewing Company in Vermont. It's categorized on Beer Advocate as a fruit or vegetable beer, 4.5%, and it is a summer seasonal. It says, brewed with beet sugar, pale malts, Columbus hops, fermented with an English ale strain. Okay, sure. Again, I'm not too thrilled. I haven't heard too many good things about this beer, but just to try it, I have the one bottle. So, let me read what it says up top here. It says, the ancient ritual of brewing, a distinctly rich and flavorful beer, is a performance to behold. Our mysterious melange of time-honored ingredients harmonize with chaotic chemistry, humble patience, and blind faith to create unique beers to share in the rousing company of kindred spirits. Cheers. That sounded nice. But again, it's beet beer, and I'm not too thrilled. So, and in case anybody's wondering, I was asked this question before. This is the 2010 version. They debuted this beer in 09 apparently, but this one is clearly marked in the back. MJJ, it's marked on the second J, which would be July, and 09, 10, 11, it's marked 10. So that's this summer, no doubt about it. So we are going to try Wacko. And we're going to try it in a Magic Hat number 9 glass. Again, courtesy of my good friend Howard. He keeps hooking me up. But it is a cool glass, even though I'm not a huge fan of the beer. So I get to break in the Magic Hat glass with the Magic Hat beer. And since I do want to keep the cap, because I don't have a Magic Hat cap anywhere, nothing like that. Blue lighter, blue bottle, or blue label, so it pretty much works. So yeah, beet beer. Let's see what this is like. Smoky beet beer. Wow. Alright, oh, and it says something here. Under the cap it says, give birth to great ideas. Okay, cool. And it says, a crisp summer beer, so they're telling me the beet beer is going to be crisp. Let's see. And I don't want to sound like I'm knocking the beer before I try it, but beets, a C on Beer Advocate, and some bad word of mouth, I'm not too thrilled. But, oh wow, look at this color. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't expect that. I did not expect a pink beer. Guys, it pours a little more pink in the glass. It's kind of, oh wow, I just smelled it. Oh, that smells odd. Oh boy. Yeah, it has this like apricot-y, peachy kind of color to it, and it's clear, and the head is decent looking. It's kind of like a pale ale head, and underneath, what I'm guessing is the smell of beets, is a smell of an English pale. Definitely English yeast, definitely. but that beet smell, it's this odd fruit vegetable kind of smell that's drifting out of here that's not pleasant. And when you combine that with this odd peachy, pinky kind of color, oh boy. It does smell crisp. That's about all I can say so far. I don't know what to think, so I'm just gonna drink. Okay, forget the beet juice for a second. It's thin. It's thin. It's thin. It's plain. It's like a cheap, thin, pale ale. Really, it's like a watered down pale. I'm trying to find the beet flavors. They're still apparent in the smell. In the taste, not so much. There is kind of a fruity, vegetable-y, I don't want to say bitterness, but almost. There's something to it. If you were to give me this beer without telling me, if you were to give me this beer in the bottle with the label ripped off, so I can't see the color and can't read about what kind of beer it is, I would think it's just a bland, weak, tame, watery ale. You know, like a really cheap, crappy English ale. Because it's just so thin. There's no body to this beer. There's no complexity of flavors. Even the beet that is so apparent in the nose is not as apparent in the taste. It's bland. It's really bland. And over the carbonate. Now, yeah, there is a bit of sugary. So it says beet sugars. It makes sense because there is kind of an aftertaste. It's, I don't want to say grainy, but it's close to it. It's vague, but it's kind of grainy and it's kind of sweet, kind of sugary. I'm trying to, could it be lemonade? I don't know. I can't place it, but that taste reminds me of something, and I can't put my finger on what it is, but what it makes me think of is the bottom of the glass when the sugars kind of settle and you get a little more of that sugar water. Without the sweetness of the sugar, still kind of a grainy texture of another flavor with water. I know that's kind of out there and hard to explain, but look, long story short, this is not a good beer. I'm not going to beat this dead horse anymore. Sadly, I am going to drink this bad beer. But Magic Hat's Wacko, they released it last year. Apparently it didn't get great reviews, and they still released it again this year. They don't learn, do they? Yeah, they should have called it quits, admitted the mistake, and moved on. But they tried to do it again, and I'm sorry guys, this beer will never catch on. Even if it had the crappy beet flavor, but still a good body and complexity to it, I would at least say, hey, it's not bad. But it's thin, it's bland, it's tame, it's weak, it's watery, it's fizzy, it's not good. Glass empty. And that's a little strong, but there is absolutely nothing going for this beer. Nothing. Nothing. There's no redeeming quality here at all. This has got to be one of the, I don't want to say it's one of the worst beers because it's not, it doesn't have anything to turn you off. But it's badly made and has absolutely no redeeming qualities. Therefore, glass empty because it's just, it's you know, if it's plus or minus, it's going to be minus across the board. B's across the board. It's not good. Glass empty. Wacko from Magic Hat. Stay away from it. And thank you, Howard, for giving me this beer, because if one day I would have paid for this, I would have felt bad. Real bad. You buy this and you're throwing your money away. Go drink number 9. It's actually a good beer. So that's that, guys. Thanks for joining me on this misadventure, and we'll do it again soon. Cheers. And remember, I'm on Twitter now. Twitter.com/HoggiesBeer. Follow me, join me, whatever it is you do with Twitter, because I'm new to it. But, you know, I'll keep you posted on the good beers, the bad beers, the website, the whole deal. So, I got to plug myself so everybody knows. But, yeah, Hoggie's Beer on Twitter. Catch me on there, and don't drink this. By God, no, don't even think about it. You see this beer, walk away. No kidding. All right? Laters.